Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Purple Eagles Insider. I'm your host, Brittany D'Angelo, and this week we caught up with members of the men's hockey, men's golf, and men's soccer teams. First up on Purple Eagles Insider, we have Ludwig Stenlund, a freshman on the men's hockey team. Ludwig, welcome to Purple Eagles Insider.
Thank you so much.
So how is your season going so far?
It's going great. The guys are incredible, and the coaches are helping us a lot to get a great season here. Unfortunately, we split this weekend, but still a great effort from the team, so I'm excited to see what we can do.
Now, you're one of the team's 11 freshmen, and you're still getting familiar to the campus. What are your impressions of Niagara University so far?
I like the campus so far. I like that it's a little bit smaller because I'm from a smaller town back home, so I'm kind of used to the smaller routes to classes and stuff like that, but I love it so far.
So like you said, your team went 1-1-0 this weekend against AIC, winning in Friday in overtime, and you happened to score 2 goals that game, including the winning shot. How did that feel to do that in your first ever college game?
It's really exciting, super fun. My line mates played really good, and I got 2 great passes, and we just put them in, and I don't know, exciting and happy to see what the future holds.
How has it been adjusting to the college game and getting to know a whole new group of teammates?
From the start, it's a little nervous, like going in a new class, and after a while you get more comfortable with the guys, and we were here during summer too, so we're really comfortable with the team, and it's a great group of guys, and the coaching staff has been helped a lot too, so that's great.
So this weekend the team is traveling to face the 10th ranked Penn State. Has your preparation been any different for this game as opposed to facing AIC?
I wouldn't think so. We go into every game as it's important. Every game is important, and we have to win every game to make a great season. So it's the same thing every weekend. So
this series at Penn State is the first of 3 straight series on the road. So facing Penn State, then the Air Force, then Robert Morris. What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for the team facing these 3 teams?
It's going to be a big challenge. I mean, it's always tougher to play on the roads. Their fans are pretty good, I heard, and it's always tough to get off the bus and play games. But we're going to do our best, and we know we're leaving a few days earlier too, so we can get the preparations we need, so it's going to be super fun.
What are your expectations for the rest of the season, not only for yourself, but also as the team as a whole?
For myself, it's just play good and try to do my best to make an impact with the team, and for the team it's to prove people wrong. We were ranked 11th in our division, and we don't want to be that team, so we want to prove people wrong and show that we're a good hockey team.
Well, Ludwig, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure having you on, and good luck this weekend and the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Next up on Purple Eagles Insider, we have Tyler Edholm, freshman on the men's golf team. Tyler, welcome to Purple Eagles Insider.
Right, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Yeah. So I've heard you've had a pretty awesome start to your season so far. This is your first season on the team, and you've led the Purple Eagles in every tournament this season, including finishing in 2nd place at the Little 3 Championships. How did that feel to do that as a freshman?
It was awesome. I knew going in, we played 36 holes, and after the first 18, I knew I was in contention because a lot of the guys were out there rooting for me, and I knew that I had a chance, and Coach showed up, and we were moving along pretty good. And just to come up a little short, but it was my 2nd ever college tournament, so I felt a lot better after that round.
I said it's not too shabby, my friend. Coming in 2nd is always a good thing. What has been your favorite event that you played in so far this season?
My favorite event probably is the first one at Turning Stone that Missouri hosted. That was the biggest. We played all the big schools like Boston College, Villanova, Missouri.
What preparations going into being successful on the course for you?
For me, I have the same warm-up routine before the round. I usually get there an hour before. Just hang around, have fun. Don't get too serious until you're actually walking over to the first tee. But being able to practice every day like we do, and that's just how I get ready for every tournament, same way.
Have you noticed any differences between high school play and college play?
High school play was only 9 holes. I'm from around here. It's a lot different. You go right after school. There's not really any preparation or anything. College tournaments are all in the morning, and I definitely stay in the moment more than you do in high school because they're longer, and you play in different kids at different skill levels. They're all the best of the best instead of high school where you never know who you're going to get.
So you close out the fall season at the Metropolitan Intercollegiate Championship at the end of the month. How are you personally preparing for this event, and what are your expectations for both yourself and the team?
I set goals at the start of the year By the end of the spring season, I definitely want to be able to win a tournament. But that'd be great to do. Get it done this fall. But for the team, we're coming off Binghamton. We did a lot better at Binghamton than we did in the previous two. So hopefully we can continue to grow and do like a top 5 finish.
So your championship season is in the spring. What are you expecting again from yourself and the team for the spring season? And what have you learned so far in the fall that you think can help you in the spring?
High school season never really goes this late. That's like the big thing for golf is it's weather dependent. It gets a lot windier and colder now, and that's definitely going to be like that in the spring because we play in March and the weather's not too great here. So hopefully going into late October, you can learn more about playing in these kind of conditions when it's wet and rainy and cold and all.
Well, Tyler, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure having you, and good luck the rest of the season.
Right. Yeah, thank you very much.
Last up on Purple Eagles Insider, we have Hector Solorio, a grad student on the men's soccer team. Hector, welcome to Purple Eagles Insider.
Thank you for having me here.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. So how has your season been going so far?
It's been a little rough. Obviously, our record, it's not good. But I think overall, the team and I think the coaches, we all have a plan, right? And we just have to stick to the plan. It's been getting better. It's definitely been better. We had a big win, and then after that we had 2 games that didn't really go our way, but we're ready to play against Manhattan here this Saturday.
The team has had a couple really good outings, especially against Monmouth on October 8th. You guys had a 5-1 win. What has been the best part of getting into conference play so far?
I think that these games count for something. The non-conference games, they don't count for anything. So, we could lose all the games and it doesn't matter. So, it's just finally getting into conference play and fighting for that playoff spot is what drives us. So, we're eager, we're ready.
Now, you are a grad student. This is your 4th year on the team. How have you seen the team chemistry of this team? How is it different than years previous that you've seen?
I just think that overall we all get along, right? We all hang out together. It's kind of hard to see that on teams, right? That everyone gets along with each other, and we've been on the same page, like I repeated, and it's just the attitude, right? That you see in training, it's changed over the few years, and I think that this program it's on the right track.
Absolutely. As one of the team's 6 graduating players, talk about your time at Niagara from your very first games as a Purple Eagles to this season.
Well, your freshman year, you come in, you don't know what to expect, so you're a little shy, you're a little scared, right? And I'd say, personally, I've grown a lot, right, in these 4 years as a player on and off the field, and collectively as a team, we have gotten better, and I say it that we have a good group of guys. Right, and I hope that it continues to go our way, that it starts to go our way, but we'll see how the end of the season goes. We have the right mentality, and we want to continue to have success.
So with 4 games left this season, how are you and your team pushing for a spot in the playoffs?
We have Manhattan coming up on Saturday, and then we have Quinnipiac. So we have a home game. So hopefully we win, and it's going to boost up our mentality and our confidence. So, we're taking one game at a time.
Well, Hector, thank you so much for coming on the show. Good luck this weekend against Manhattan, and have a great rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this week on Purple Eagles Insider. For more information on games and upcoming events, please visit www.purpleeagles.com. Again, I'm your host, Brittany D'Angelo, and we'll see you next week.